Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for coming along today and helping us to celebrate Ailey and Colin getting married. When Ailey and Colin told Sally and me that they were getting married in Fintry, I did start to panic. Not because it was going to cost me a false fortune, which was a given. Colin, take note, anything that involves Ailey costs a small fortune. Anyway, I'm delighted to see you all here today and hope you have a good day and night celebrating with us. I might as well tell you this next 5 minutes is going to be tricky, but we'll give it a bash. For those of you who know me, standing up and saying a speech is no my thing, however. How could I refuse to stand up and tell you how proud I am today? I know as the father of the bride, I am biased, but can I just say, Ailey, you have scrubbed up not too bad today. Ailey, I know we don't tell you often enough just how proud your mum and I are of you both, and Colin, and what an amazing little family you have already become. Seeing how happy you both are together and watching you both bring our handsome little grandson into the world and the fantastic way you've raised him is something you should be exceptionally proud of. Never underestimate how difficult parenting can be, but you have made it look easy. Rory never fails to put a smile on my face, even when the wee man is up to no good. Colin, I would like to officially welcome you to the family. Let me shake your hand and wish you good luck. I have lived with Ailey for the best part of 25 years, and let me tell you, you may need it at times. Over the years, Sally and I have always tried to let Ailey make her own decisions in life, both right ones and wrong ones, particularly around who she dated. As she was growing up, we did try to install some good morals and certain expectations. I do remember Ailey coming and saying, "Dad, I think you'll like my new boyfriend. You've lots in common. He's a sheep farmer and I always get his collie dogs in the quad bike, running after them, up in the hills and in the fields. And he really likes his football." All right, good. But there's one thing that you won't like about him. What's that? Oh, I can't tell you now. Which got me thinking, what kind of baggage has this boy got? Right, okay, that sounds fine. So we got to know Colin the next 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 months went by. Ailey phones up one day. "Okay, Colin and I come down, watch the old firm game with you." He goes, "I suppose. Or we'll bring a Chinese." "That'll be good, sounds good." So that Sunday came, we sat down and watched the game, quite looking forward to it. Needless to say, the expression on my face changed when the bold Colin walked through the door with his green and white tulp on. And I thought, oh dear, some baggage he's got. So they still come down on a Sunday night for a meal and that. And me rarely comes with his Argentina and Scotland top so far, so watch this space to see what top he's going to be wearing. However, there are lots of positives with Colin joining the family, such as helping out when needed, and the quality of Christmas presents from Ailey has definitely improved. Heated hand grips for the quad, didn't even know existed. Battery operated hand clippers, used all the time. Colin, you've set the standard now, you better get your thinking cap on as there's only 128 days to go to Christmas. In all seriousness, coming here today reminds me of my own wedding, the end of the summer in a marquee, surrounded by good friends and family. 35 years later on, some advice on how to have a long and happy marriage. Always recognise who the boss is. Always do what the boss asks you or what she tells you to do. Admit that she is right even when she's not. Eat whatever she puts down to you with a smile on your face. On that note, can I ask you all to be upstanding and raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Mundell. To Ailey and Colin. I'm sweating. Thank you.
No, just going to do the whole. Just me. On behalf of my new wife and I would like to thank you. I would like to thank you all for joining us today, and I hope you're going to enjoy your night as much as we are. And before I go any further, I would just like if everybody could join me and raise a glass for friends and family that can't be here today. I'd like to thank my new mother and father-in-law, Sally and Robert. You have both raised a beautiful daughter, and I am very grateful for you allowing me to marry her today. Robert, as you've just said, you've welcomed me into the family, even though you know I support the best team in Scotland. And you're right, it won't be long till Rudy is wearing a green and white strip. I'd like to thank Robert for everything he's done today, helping me organise this, because Sally and Ailey have done nothing. It's very much appreciated. Sally, thank you very much for everything you do for me, Ailey and Rudy. Even if Ailey just moans at you, and I just try and wind you up. Secondly, thank you for everything that you have done today, to make today happen. If it wasn't for you and Ailey, the fantastic job you've done today, it wouldn't be. Because I have done absolutely hee-haw for today. So, my own parents, Moira and Hamish. I don't say it enough, but thank you very much for everything you do for me, everything you've done for me growing up, and you still do for me up till today. Everyone here knows that it has paid off because I am the best Mundo kid about. The bridesmaids, Jenny and Lorna, at least you have made an effort today. Claire, I'm not sure what you've done. But anyway, thank you for helping Ailey with everything for her hen do and up till today, what you've done. And thank you for keeping her calm and making sure she actually turned up at the church. I know it would not be an easy job to keep her calm and to actually get her there. So could everybody please raise a toast to the bridesmaids. My ushers, Martin and Andrew, they have the easiest job. They're part of the day but do nothing. And all I asked them to do was stand still, look pretty, and they've both failed massively at that. But thank you for helping Doogie with the stag do and for what you've done today. It's much appreciated. My best man, Doogie. I hope you're not going to make up too many nonsense stories about me, because I've got hundreds of true ones about you. So just behave. Anyway, it's been nearly 14 years since we met at college, which is actually pretty scary in all the years. There have been many drunken nights at college, or at a show, or a random 24-hour trip to Hamburg for Hogmanay, or just hungover days lying on the bathroom floor because it was cold. And now you're trying to lead little Rory astray, just like you have done for me. But thanks for everything you do for me, even if you do stress me out as much as Ailey does. Now, on to my beautiful wife, Ailey. It's been nearly 7 years since I made a last-minute decision to go to a young farmer's dance, where I would meet this great-looking girl. The next week, on to another dance. There she was again, hanging about like a bad smell. Fast forward a few years, I must have got used to that bad smell, because here we are today, husband and wife. Ailey, you are the most beautiful, hard-working person. I am forever grateful for everything you do for me, between your own work, cooking, cleaning, and helping with sheep. And of course, the absolute fantastic job you do of bringing up Rudy. Everyone here will agree with me, what a fantastic job you are doing with him. So, before I pass you on to Dougie, could you please raise a glass to my new wife, Ailey?
You ready? You ready for this?
Nope.
Ah, you'll be fine, Colin. I'll be nice. Hi everyone, I hope you've all had a good day. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dougie and I've had the nightmare of being Colin's best man. I'm sure you'll agree, Ailey. Anyway, I'll try and not make this any longer than Colin's going to last in the bedroom tonight. Thank you very much for listening. I'd just like to start by congratulating Colin and Ailey on their special day. I'm sure everyone will agree with me that Ailey's looking gorgeous. Colin hasn't scrubbed up too badly either, considering the state he was in the other night. Colin and I first met when we both started Oakridge College together in 2009. When I first seen him coming up the corridor with his joggy bottoms and his shaved head, I didn't think there was going to be much hope for him. Luckily, I took him under my wing and I've guided him into becoming the fine young gentleman you see before him. Towards the end of college, Colin decided to start a very weird hobby. This involved visiting as many A&Es as he could. This first started when he was practicing his knife throwing skills in the college. Someone decided to intervene, and this is what resulted in his deformed finger. And Moira was just telling me earlier she was worried when we were going to Aberdeen because he's not actually visited that A&E yet. Luckily, Ailey's put a stop to all these visits. After college, we became inseparable and would be out most weekends either at young farmers' dances or just random nights out in Stirling. This also varied from steak nights here in the sports centre to last-minute Hogmanay trips to Hamburg. Colin's always been a bit of a joker and a wind-up. I'm sure anyone here who is a member of the Fintry Buddies Facebook page will agree with me. The person he likes to wind up most is Ailey, and he often tests the boundaries with her to see how far he can push her before he gets a reaction. I can just imagine some of the stuff Ailey's got to put up with whilst living with him. I think this is why they're so well suited, because she quite often doesn't stand for it and will play him at his own game. One of Colin and Ailey's first meetings was at the famous 3S's Christmas dance. I was trying to find Colin so we could get a taxi home, only for him to tell me he was standing outside Baines the Baker's. Although it was shut, he definitely managed to pick up something sweet that night, and as you all know, the rest is history. Is that the way you thought I was going? Colin wouldn't be the man he was today if it wasn't for Ailey and their amazing son, Rory. They make an unbeatable team and always seem to be living their best life. I'm just so excited to see what the future holds for the best wee family about. Finally, I would just like to ask everyone to raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Mundell. Cheers. I told you I was nice.